think we're live now. Hopefully the phone has been fixed. Hello. Welcome, guys. Yes, you can see it. Hello, CS. Welcome, my friend. Okay, so sorry I'm a bit late tonight, guys. I apologize. Sorry, I'm quite late. Okay, so happy Monday, guys. I hope everyone's had a good Easter Monday. If you're in the UK, if you're across the globe, I hope it's been a good Monday. Okay, so in this session, we're obviously going to carry on and do more practice. Okay, so I'll give it just roughly 3 minutes, okay, and then we'll make a start, okay, because it is quite late and I'm conscious of time, okay. So we'll be live here for probably an hour or so, or just over an hour. Okay, hopefully you can see my screen, okay. Hello, CC, welcome, my friend. Guys, let me know, is this layout okay? Because I tried to do it landscape, but for some reason, it wouldn't actually come out. So hopefully you can see this. If you click and hold down on your TikTok account, you can press clear screen. Hello, Courts Moments. Okay, and that will obviously clear the screen for you. Thanks, yes, for likes. Okay, thank you for the likes. So, starter pack aiming for a grade 5. Okay, we'll make a start in literally 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. But sorry I'm a bit late tonight, guys. I apologise. So it's now 10 p.m. Okay. Right, guys, we'll make a start, okay, because I'm conscious of time. Okay, so question number 1. We're asked to simplify e to the power of 4 by e to the power of 3 all over e to the power minus 2. So when we multiply, guys, with the same base, we're going to add the powers, we're going to add the indices, add the exponents. 4 plus 3 is 7, so we're going to have e to the power of 7 divided by e to the power of minus 2 or negative 2. Okay, when I divide, okay, remember that fraction symbol is a division. When I divide with the same base, I'm going to subtract the powers, okay? So I'm going to have a to the power of 7 minus 2. So that becomes 7 plus 2, which is 9. So this simplifies to e to the power of 9. That will typically be worth 2 to 3 marks, okay, on a GCSE maths pass paper, okay? So that's using our laws of indices, okay? Welcome, guys, welcome. Good evening, guys, good evening. I hope everyone's doing well, okay? Question number 2. We're asked to solve the simultaneous equations 3x plus 2y equals 4, 4x plus 5y equals 17. Okay, so step 1, I want to try and make it so I've got the same number of x's, the same number of y's. Okay, so what I mean by that, well, I'm going to multiply the top equation by 5, okay, the second equation by 2. Okay, and that will become clear in a second as to why I'm doing that. Okay, so I'm in the first equation by 5. Okay, we're going to have 15x, okay, plus 10y, okay, it's going to be equal to 20, okay, and then for equation 2, 4x times 2 makes 8x, 5x times 5y times 2 makes 10y. Then 17 times 2 will be 34. Okay? So I can now eliminate this, okay, because I've got ny and ny. So if I label this here equation 3, this is equation 4. If I do equation 3 subtract equation 4, okay, I will get rid of my y's, okay, eliminate them. 15x take away 8x will make 7x. So we're going to have 7x is equal to 20 minus 34. So that will be minus 14 or negative 14. Okay. Dividing both my equations here by 7, we're going to get x is equal to negative 2 or minus 2. Okay. So x equals minus 2 or negative 2. I can now substitute x equals minus 2 in equation 1, equation 2, 3 or 4, doesn't really matter which one to which, to work out y. So when x is minus 2, that will become minus 6 plus 2y equals 4. Okay. And then I'm going to add 6 to both sides. So I have 2y is equal to 10. So 2y is equal to 10. Dividing both sides of the equation by 2, we're going to get y is equal to 5. So y is equal to 5 is our answer, okay, for the solution for y. Okay, so the answer to question 2 is x equals minus 2 and y equals 5. Okay, so that's solving it here using the elimination method. Okay, question number 3, guys. So calculate the area of the circle, give your answer in terms of pi. Now, whenever it said give it in terms of pi, most likely this is a non-calculated question. Okay, so this will appear on your paper 1, or your paper 2, depending on what exam board you are, your OCR. So, formula for, hello Simon, welcome my friend, long time. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're well, my friend, hope you're well. So area equals pi r squared, so pi times the radius squared. Hello Reg, welcome my friend, long time. Reg, hello, how are we doing, my friend? Pi r squared. Okay, so the diameter of this circle is 8. Radius, remember, here is half of diameter, so a half of 8 is going to be 4. Okay, so we're going to have pi times by 4 squared. Okay, so Reg has got an answer. Sorry, guys. So pi times 4 squared, pi multiplied by 4 squared. We're going to get 16 pi, okay, because 4 squared means 4 times 4 would be 16. Okay, it would be 16 pi. Okay, so the area, guys, thank you so much here. Thank you for the heart me, Simon. Thank you so much for the heart me. I appreciate that. Thank you so much here for the gift. 16 pi centimeters squared. Okay, so well done, Reggie, and well done anyone in the chat that got that. Nice job, okay? So yeah, so be careful in these numbers, okay? So if it says give your answer in terms of pi, then most likely, almost certainly, it will appear on a non-calculator exam, okay? So your paper 1 or your paper 2, okay, depending on what exam board you are, okay? Or paper 5, okay, if your OCR higher. Okay, next question. Okay, so yeah, I've done quite a bit of videos on this today. So write 6,500,000. Well done, Reggie. Well done. 500,000 as a number in standard form. Okay, so I'll give you a few seconds in the chat. So what is the answer to question 1? Okay, hello, Shania Keeley Smith. Welcome. Yeah, nice to see you, Reggie. I hope you're doing well, my friend. And well done, yeah, for getting that first one correct. And thank you for all the likes, guys. Yeah, thank you for all the likes. We've been live here literally for 10 minutes and we've got 1.5k likes. That is not bad, guys. That is not bad. Job. Okay, no worries, no worries. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Reg. Yeah, I'm good. I'm doing well, my friend. Yeah, thank you for asking. So, standard form, guys, is a number between 1 and 10 times by 10 to some power. Power can be positive or negative. So, we're going to have 6.5 because that's the number between 1 and 10. And then I'm going to multiply that by 10 to some power. Okay, so to go from this to this, okay, start here. We move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 10 to the power of 6, okay? So it's a number between 1 and 10 multiplied by 10 to some power. That power can be positive or negative. If it's positive, then it's a big number or a large number. If it's negative, then it's what I call, a small number, okay? Question number 2, okay, so same question that came up yesterday. Oh, no worries, Reggie, no worries. Okay, describe fully the single transformation which maps shape blue to shape red. Okay, so it's going to be a something. Okay, so okay, is it the power of 6? Yes, it is. Yes, sorry, yes. So 10 to the power of 6. Yes. So 6.5 times by 10 to the power of 6. Okay, hello Andrew, welcome my friend. Welcome, guys. Yeah, anyone that's new here, thank you for joining. Okay, if you can, guys, give us a follow. Okay, it's completely free. And my target is to try and reach 10k followers now. It's quite ambitious, I know, but drop us a follow if you can. Thank you, CS for liking. Thank you, Reg, for liking. Okay, so the answer to question 2, guys, is going to be a translation. Okay, so it's a movement. Okay, so it's a translation. Okay. How much am I moving it by, guys? So translation of 4 units to the left. Okay, 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So with vector notation, -4, 0. Oops. -4, 0. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for the heart me, Reg. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining the team. Much appreciated, my friend. Thank you so much. Okay. But don't worry, okay, so we have enlargement, reflection, rotation, and translation. Okay, so this is a type of transformation. So whenever we move something on a grid, okay, it's been shifted, what I call a translation, okay? Question number 3. Copy the Venn diagram and shade the region that represents the probability of A union B, A or B. Okay, so answer to this, guys. So this union means all, right? So this means everything in both circles, okay, including the intersection, okay? So this U shape means union, means all. So everything that appears in both circles, including the intersection, okay? If it just said this instead, it said A and B or A and B, then that would be the intersection only. Okay, but because it's A union B, okay, it means it appears in both circles. Okay, so that U means union, it means or, then that N means and. Okay, means the intersection only. Okay, sorry if I'm going a bit quick tonight, guys, but I'm just conscious of time. Okay, but again, if you're unsure, I've got loads of videos here on the notation, okay? Yeah, U is for union, for or, and then N is for and, means intersection, okay? And then if you have a little dash, it's like an E dash, it means everything that's not in the circle of A. So it means, yeah, it means everything, yeah, in this section of B, okay, not in A, okay? So that means E dash, yeah, so the complementary of A, so not A. Okay, question number 8, I can't do actually because I'm doing it on the screen actually yet, but yeah, I'll obviously skip question 8. Okay, sorry, question 1 I mean. Question 2 is factorizing the quadratic. Okay, so yeah, factorize x squared plus 8x plus 8. So I'm going to put it into double brackets here, guys. Okay. So double brackets. So step 1, to make x squared, that's going to be x times x. Okay, our first step. And then I want two numbers that add to make positive 6, and the same two numbers that multiply to make positive 8. So what are the factors of 8, guys? It's going to be 1 and 8, 2 and 4. Okay, how can I make 6 with these numbers? Well, I can have plus 2 and plus 4. So I'm going to have x plus 2 and x plus 4. Okay, or x plus 4, x plus 2. Again, the order doesn't actually matter. Okay, but yeah, that would be my answer for this question. Okay, hello, Maths GCSE. Welcome, my friend. Well done, Recep Spot. Okay, thank you for liking Maths GCSE. Okay, thank you for joining tonight. Okay. Oh, no worries. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, no worries. Okay, but yeah, factorize means put into brackets. Okay, but yeah, well done, Reg, for getting that. Yeah, good job, Reg. Okay. Sorry if I'm going a bit too fast, Reg, tonight. I apologise. But yeah, I'm just conscious of time. Okay, because yeah, I've come on a bit late. But yeah, but we'll be live yeah until roughly 11:15. Okay, or just a bit before. Okay, so yeah, factorizing the quadratic, guys. Revise that, yeah, if you're unsure. Okay, question 1 I can't do actually because it requires a compass, and a protractor, which I don't actually have right now. Okay, but yeah, question number 3, guys. So calculate the length of the side labeled x. Give your answer to 2 decimal places. Okay, so we've got a right angle triangle. Okay, so looking at length here. Okay, well then, okay, so Reg has got a no worries. Yeah, no worries. Okay, so we're gonna have a e squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Okay, using the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, for right angled triangles. Okay, we square the two shorter sides, add them together, and that will be equal to the square of the longer side, or what we call the hypotenuse. So we now have 5 squared plus 8 squared equals c squared. So equals c squared. So to work out c will be equal to the square root of 5 squared, so that'll be 25 plus 64. Okay. So what is that going to give us, guys? That's going to be the square root here of 89. Okay. If I quickly do it on my phone, okay, it's not the best right now. Yeah, if I just do it on my phone, the square root. So the square root of 89. Okay, it's going to be 9.43 centimeters to 2 decimal places. Okay, there's 9.433. So that second 3 rounds this down. Yeah, so it's 9.43 centimeters to 2 decimal places. Okay, does that make sense, guys? Are we happy with that? Any questions? Oh, okay, no worries. No worries, Reg, yeah, but well done, Reg, for getting that, okay? Right, next one, okay, so yeah, we've got some trickier questions now. So question 1, sketch the graphs of y equals 2x plus 1 and y equals minus 4x minus 2 on the same pair of axes. Okay, so this one, yeah, I'm going to obviously need a table of values. Okay, so here, yeah, obviously I haven't got gridded actually paper here. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a rough sketch first, and then I'm going to start labeling. Yeah, so y equals 2x plus 1 looks something like this. Equals the y-axis at 1, and then crosses the x-axis at minus a half. Okay, y equals minus 4x minus 2 is going to look something, yeah, a bit more steeper, okay, like that. So it crosses at minus 4, okay. It also actually crosses, okay, at minus a half. Okay, now the reason for that, guys, yeah, obviously I haven't done yet like a 3-year like explanation, okay, but basically when you set this equal to 0, so if you set minus 4x minus 2 equal to 0, okay, and you solve this equation, okay, so we're going to add 2 and then divide by minus 4, so you'll get 2 over minus 4, so you'll get minus 2 quarters, which simplifies to minus a half, okay, hence why I know that it crosses there, okay, so the actual intersection, okay, for part B is actually going to be minus a half, 0. Oh no, it's going to be 0, it might not be 0. Let me just double check that. So minus a half. Okay. So yeah. So solve this obviously graphically. Okay. So if you set y to 0 for both, okay, the x value is going to be minus a half. Okay. And then the y value is also going to be 0, okay? Because 2 times minus a half is minus 1, and plus 1, I get 0 for y. Yeah, minus 4 times minus a half is plus 2, subtract 2 and I get 0. Okay, yeah, so that's the answer for question 1b, okay? So yeah, okay, that was actually done actually pretty quickly, yeah, but hopefully you're happy. So y equals 2x plus 1, got a gradient of 2, so yeah, it's going to have like a positive slope, okay? And it crosses at 0, 1, or 1 on the y-axis, okay? And then this second equation is y equals minus 4x minus 2 or negative 4x minus 2, or subtract, yeah, 2. Okay. So yeah, I hope that actually makes sense, guys. Yeah, sorry that I went over actually pretty quickly, yeah, but obviously check any bits if you're unsure, okay? And then part B is where they intersect, okay? So obviously once you've obviously plotted your graph, now I know I didn't actually plot mine out pretty quickly, okay? But yeah, oops. Okay. I hope that makes sense, okay? Does that make sense, guys? Yeah, sorry, it was a bit quick. Okay, so well done, yeah, Reg. Okay, so Reg, yeah, we'll obviously check number 2 in a second. But yeah, that's one actually. So that's one out of the way. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, question number 2 now. The probability that a biased dice will land on a 5 is 0.3. Megan is going to roll the dice 400 times. We got an estimate for the number of times that Megan will land on a 5. So this is, yeah, what we call expectation. So we expect it to land, okay, 0.3 as by 400, okay? Now to work this out, think of it as doing 3 times 400, which would be 1,200, and then divided by 10, so you get 120, okay? Think of it, yeah, as I did last night's live, I did 3 pence multiplied by 400. Either way, we'll get the same answer. So 400 divided by 10 is going to be 40, times it by 3 gives you 120. But the answer is going to be that, okay? So yeah, okay, so that's question 2, okay? Question 3, guys, work out the volume of this triangular prism. Okay, so we're going to work out the area of the cross section, so the area of the front face, or the area of the 2D face. Okay, so yeah, it's a right angle triangle. So we're going to have 15 multiplied by 8 divided by 2 and then times it by the depth or the width. Okay, so the area of any triangle is base times height divided by 2. Okay, so let's just obviously do it actually cancelling. So bottom by 2, that's going to become 4. 15 times 4 is going to be 60, divided by 1 is going to be 60, times it by 10, we get 600, okay? So it's 600, and then the units for volume will be centimeters cubed. Okay. Does that make sense, guys? Are we happy with that? Hello, Mohammed. Welcome, my friend. Okay, so Reggie has got a question for me. So, for question 1 here, I'm going to go over actually quite quickly here. Question 1. So, for question 1, okay, so for question 1, guys, see, I haven't actually done it yet, but if you plot the graph, okay, y equals 2x plus 1, okay, it's going to look something like this. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of like a positive slope, okay, and passes through the y point of 1, okay, y point of 1. Okay, so this is y equals 2x plus 1. Okay, again, I've done it, yeah, it's like a rough sketch. Okay, now to work out where it crosses the axes, so obviously the y-axis here obviously is when x equals 0, the x-axis is when y equals 0. So if you let y equal 0 and solve the equation, it crosses the x-axis at minus a half, negative a half, because you have 2x plus 1 equals 0, and if you solve that equation, so 2x plus 1 equals 0, obviously subtract 1 and then divide by 2. Okay, so I'm going to obviously a bit fast. You will get x equals minus a half, minus 0.5. Okay, Reg, yeah, if you're listening. Okay, so the x-axis when y is equal to 0. Okay, so that's where we get, yeah, the minus a half from. Okay, and similarly for this other graph, when you set minus 4x minus 2 equals 0 and solve it, okay, you would obviously add 2 to both sides, yeah, and then divide by minus 4, okay, you'd have x equals 2 over minus 4 or minus 2 quarters, okay, that obviously simplifies to minus a half, divide top and bottom by 2, and that would give us our final answer, okay? Yeah, sorry, I've not actually plotted it, guys, yet. So, because minus 4x minus 2 would obviously look something like this, okay? So, yeah, minus 2, obviously crosses, it's just, yeah, the same point, okay? Because, yeah, if you set minus 4x minus 2 equals 0 and obviously solve it, you'll get x is minus a half. Okay, I hope that makes sense, guys. Yes, sorry if I'm going a bit quick. But yeah. Hello, Louisa. Welcome. Hello. Thank you for joining. Yeah, thank you for joining tonight. Hello, Nathan. Welcome, my friend. Okay, does that make sense, guys? Are we happy with that? Okay. So I'll give you just 10 seconds to actually screenshot. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1. We're going to move on. Okay, next question. Find the question 1, okay, again. So find the equation of the line with the gradient 2 and passes through the coordinate 3, 4. So we know that a straight line equation, a straight line graph here is going to be in the form y equals mx plus c. Where m is our gradient, so the coefficient of x, the number next to the x, and c is our y-intercept. Now we know what our gradient is, yes, because yes, told us here gradient is 2. So yeah, m is equal to 2. So we got y equals 2x plus c. Okay, so straight away, okay. So we know that our answer will be in the form y equals 2x plus c. Because our gradient, guys, okay, is 2. Okay. Now last step now to work out plus c. Well, if the point 3, 4 lies on the line, it means I can substitute in. Hello ZX, welcome my friend, welcome ZX. Okay, I can now substitute in coordinates 3, 4, okay, to work out that value, okay. So I'm going to have 4 is equal to 2 lots of 3, so 2 times 3, okay, 2 multiplied by 3, then plus c, okay. So 2 times 3. Hello, ZX. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Yeah, sorry, ZX. Yeah, like, I came on actually a bit late tonight. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm going to finish obviously a bit earlier tonight because, you know, obviously everyone's back at school tomorrow. So, yeah, so I don't want to keep everyone up too late. But yeah, we're going to finish tonight, guys. Yeah, probably around 11:15, yeah, at the latest. Okay. But yeah, we're going to try and go a bit faster. But sorry if I'm going a bit fast. Yeah, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, ZX. Hope you're doing well. And thank you for the support yesterday as well. Okay, so the question here. So 2 times 3 is 6. We're going to have 4 is equal to 6 plus c. Now I want to rearrange and make c the subject. So I'm going to subtract 6. So take away 6 from both sides. 4 minus 6 is going to be minus 2. So minus 2 is equal to c. So c is equal to negative 2 minus 2. So my final answer reads y is equal to 2x minus 2. Okay, and that's the equation of my straight line that passes through the point 3, 4. Okay, remember, if it passes through it, it means that it lies on it, i.e. I can substitute in that coordinate to work out the value of c, okay? So does that make sense, guys? Are we happy with that? Any questions? Okay, so Reg has got an answer. Hello, I dash. Welcome, I dash. Hello, hello. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining. I thought it would be just 4 because the y tip was 4. So, so to answer that, Reg, yeah, if the x coordinate was 0, then you'd be right, yes. But because the x coordinate is actually equal to 3, okay, I can't say that, okay, for certain, okay. So, because the x value is not 0, Reg, that's why it can't be that, yeah. Okay, to the answer in your question, okay. If it was 0 for the x coordinate, then yes. But because it's not 0, then I can't. Okay, remember, the plus c is where it crosses on the y-axis. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Hosna, for the follow. Hello, Manti. Hello, Julian. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hello, iDash. Yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you, iDash, for liking. Thank you, CS, for liking. Thank you, Reg, for liking. Okay, does that make sense, Reg? Are you happy with that? But don't worry too much yet. I'm going a bit fast, guys. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Reg, for liking. Yeah, so that's question 1 down. Okay. Question 2, guys. Yeah, I'm going to give you a minute to have a go actually whilst I catch my breath. Okay. So the answer to 1, guys, yeah, is y equals 2x minus 2. Okay, question 2, guys. I'll give you a minute to have a go at it. 30 seconds. And then we'll talk about it. Okay. Number 2. So a bag of potatoes weighs 7 kilograms, correct to the nearest kilogram. What is the least possible weight of the bag of apples? Okay, so this topic here looking at lower bounds. Okay, so think of it, yeah, like a number like if you're unsure. So what's the smallest number decimal it can be such that when I round it to the nearest whole number, I get 7? Okay, so hopefully you're happy that the answer will actually be 6.5. Okay, so 6.5 kilograms. Okay, because if I round 6.5 to the nearest whole number, 5 obviously 6 up to a 7. Okay, hence giving us that 7. Okay, and then the upper bound. Okay, which was not going to focus. Oh yes, sorry. Oh yeah, you're right, Reggie. Sorry, yeah, it was actually a mistake. Sorry. Yeah, it should be bag of actually potatoes. Sorry, not apples or vice versa. Yeah, thank you for that. I have no idea why. I promise you it wasn't me. I hope it wasn't me anyway. But yeah, sorry, I should be more consistent. Okay, back to the question. Yeah, so the financial year will actually be 7.499999. Yeah, obviously recurring. But we put it in like interval, yeah, like in the quarter year, like notation, it has to be greater than or equal to 6.5, less than 7.5. Okay, because the highest number it could be is 7.499999. Okay, so on and so forth. Okay, but obviously rather than write it out. See, if I would never we write it obviously in like interval like notation. So yeah, that is the answer to question number 2. Okay, so it's 6.5. Okay, so this is what I call my upper and lower bound. Okay, so this is the lower bound. This is the upper bound. Okay. Okay, so what in the case? Yes, so the answer is 6.5 kg of apples. Sorry, of potatoes. Sorry, not apples. Okay. Okay, so it's the smallest number, such that when I round it, I get 7 kg. Okay, question number 3, guys. So in a sale, normal prices are reduced by 20%. Okay, so that's quite important. Andrew bought a saddle for his horse in the sale. The sale price of the saddle was £220. So calculate the normal price of the saddle. Okay, so there's many different ways to actually work this out. Okay, so let's do that again. So step 1, okay, we've got our so we're obviously asked to work out our originally our normal price. So work this out, guys. Okay, so I'm going to call normal x. Okay, so something multiplied by 0.8, we get 220. Okay, why is it 0.8, guys? Well, because obviously 20% reduction is that I pay the remaining 80%, and 80% as a decimal is 0.8. Okay. So not yet actually, not eligible actually for the maths issue just yet, okay, but I'm gonna start soon if I get chance. But yeah, I'm focusing on regular GCSE and AS level maths, okay? So to rearrange this, guys, I'm gonna obviously divide by 0.8 and then divide by 0.8. Okay? Because so calculate a paper, okay, I'll calculate a question, okay, so it's on the bottom right. So 220 divided by 0.8. Okay, or I can work out in my head. Okay, that'll be 2,200. Okay, divided by 8k, same thing. So half it, I get 1,100. Half it again. So half of 1,100 would be 550. Wait, is that right? I'm just double checking. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? I better do it, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to risk making a mistake, right? Oh, no, not calendar calculator. There we go. Right, 220 divided by 0.8 is 275. Okay, so the normal price of the saddle is £275. That, guys, is my final answer, okay? So yeah, 220 divided by 0.8, or the same, yeah, same as doing 2,200 divided by 0.8. Okay, so if you plug it into your calculator, Reg, yeah, you'll get 275. No, 1/5 is 45, Reg. Double check. So 220 divided by 5 is 45. Yeah, 275. Okay. Because 1/5, so if 4/5 of the total, okay. Oh, 1/5 should be 55, Reg, not 54. Sorry. There we go. And then times it by 5, you get 275. So double check that, Reg, yeah. No worries. Okay. Yeah, guys in the chat, yeah, did that make sense? No worries, yeah. Okay, 5 seconds, yeah, to screenshot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, awesome, ZX, yeah, awesome, my friend. Let's move on. Okay, next question. Number 1. Of the graphs y equals 3x plus 2, y equals minus 3x minus 5 parallel, you must explain your answer. Okay, so in the chat, okay, are these lines parallel, yes or no? Okay, and then give a reason for your answer. Okay, what's a key property about parallel lines? Okay, so Mick here, yeah, I'm going to call you Mick here to make it easier. Mick says no. Hello, Miss. Welcome, Miss. Hello. Thank you. Thanks so much for liking. Hello, Impact Math Teacher. Welcome, Miss. Okay, so Reg says no. Okay, so you guys say no. Oh, thanks so much. Thank you so much here for the gift. Thank you for the gift, Miss. I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks so much for the gift. I appreciate it. Okay, so parallel lines, yep, spot on, okay, are lines that never meet, okay, i.e. they don't have the same gradient, okay, so one's got gradient of 3, one's got gradient of minus 3, so no, okay, so then they're not parallel because they have different gradients, okay, or different slopes, okay, so no, have different gradients or different slopes, okay. So spot on, yes. So one goes up and then one goes down. So always looking for the coefficient of x in the form y equals mx plus c, guys, okay? Yeah, okay. One's 3x and one's, yeah, minus 3x, okay? Question number 2, guys. Okay, so calculate the size of the side labeled X. Give your answer to 3 significant figures. Okay, so step 1, guys. Okay, I'm going to obviously label my sides. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the Easter, Miss. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Miss, for the gift, you legend. Guys, Impact Math Teacher is like another fantastic actually creator in America. So yeah, so please check her out. Yeah, so Impact Math. Okay, give her a follow. Actually, thank you so much for the gifts, Miss. Thank you so much. You're a legend. But yeah, check her out, guys. Yeah, so she also makes really good videos. Okay, yeah, so check out Impact Math. She's a teacher in America, in USA, for my international students. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know, Reg. I know, Tom, but I know. Yeah, get her followers, Reg, to follow me in it, so I can get to 10k. But yeah, I know. Yeah, check her out, guys. Yeah, and give her a follow, please, if you can. Yeah, we all obviously support each other. But guys, yeah, tell her followers in it to follow me. So by tomorrow, I can hit 100k. That'd be nice. And then TikTok can finally pay me all the money that they owe me. Like TikTok owe me a lot, guys. Innit? I'm joking. I'm just playing, guys. I'm just being silly. No worries, Edek. No worries. Yeah, make sure you give us a follow, guys. Yeah, make sure you follow me. But yeah, thanks so much for the gift. I appreciate all the gifts, guys. No, Reg, you are correct. Okay, so step 1. Okay, label our sides. Okay, so this is going to be our adjacent. Okay, yeah, because obviously it's next to the angle. Okay, so it's adjacent. Okay, this is opposite our angle. Okay, so O for opposite, and then this is H, okay, because it's directly opposite the right angle, okay, and then writing out our famous acronym SOHCAHTOA. Okay, sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan or tangent is opposite over the adjacent, okay? So yeah, okay. Now here, what are we given? Well, we're given information about E, and we're going to work out H, so we're going to use CAH, or C-A-H, okay? So think of these as your triangles, okay? So SOHCAHTOA. Okay, sine is opposite over the hypotenuse. Okay, cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, and then tan or tangent is opposite over the adjacent. Okay, so we're going to have cos of the angle. So cos of 36 is equal to the adjacent, which is equal to 4 over x. Okay, so over the hypotenuse. And then my job now is to obviously rearrange it to make it that. Okay, hello G Skinner, welcome my friend, welcome G Skinner, hello. Thank you for joining. It's probably actually blocked here because I think obviously TikTok is quite sensitive here with like obviously some like interpretation here of how we like write things out. But yeah, obviously because obviously like obviously SOHCAHTOA can like be like misrepresent obviously if it's not said in like the right way. Especially to like teenagers in it because they start like giggling. But yeah. Okay, so next step now is obviously times up x and then divide by cos 36. So swap these round. So x is going to equal to 4 divided by cos 36. Okay. If we plug this into our calculator, guys, we will get an answer. Okay. Anyone got an answer, guys? Yeah, anyone got an answer? Yeah, I'm not sure why, Mickey. I'm not sure why, but yeah. Okay. So anyone got an answer, guys, or shall I plug it in? So let's go back to our scientific part. Okay, we're gonna have 4 divided by cos 36. Close our brackets. Close. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I get 4.94. Okay, with 3 significant figures. Okay, so 4.94 centimeters. So yeah, it's 4.944. Okay, anyone? Yeah, especially rewatching it the live. So 4.944. Dot, dot. So that 4, yeah, obviously rounds it down. How did I get 360 over 180? Where are you looking? Sorry. Oh, in the triangle. Ah, okay, yes. So remember, yes, sorry, yeah. So remember, yeah, remember that the angle, yeah. So it's cos theta. So it's cos of my. Yes, I'm looking at this angle here. Okay, not this one here. Actually, just be careful. Okay, not that one there. Okay, it was this angle. Yeah, because obviously sine. Yeah. So cos of the angle. Yeah. So cos of 36 is equal to the adjacent over the hypotenuse. Ah, okay, no worries. Yeah, no worries. Reggie, no worries. Okay, but yeah, these questions, yeah, can't be done, without a calculator. Okay, yeah, so just bear that in mind. Hello, Sadie, welcome. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, thank you for joining today. Yes, obviously you're pretty late, but yeah, thank you for joining. Hello, Elisa. I can try to I can try to at some point make yes. Okay, question number 3, guys. Okay, that's why that makes sense. You have question 2. Yeah, are we happy with that? Thank you. Thanks so much for liking. No worries. So what is annum? Okay, good question. Okay, so annum means yearly, Reg. So annum means yearly. So per year. So every year. Okay, yeah, but good question. Okay, yeah, good question. So question number 3. Toby invested £4,500 for 2 years in a savings account. He was paid 4% interest, compound interest. How much did Toby have in his savings account after 2 years? So yeah, we're gonna have 4,000. We're gonna multiply that by the percentage or decimal multiplier. Okay, that's gonna be 1.04. Okay, because it's 100% plus 4%, which makes it 104%. Then that will be 1.04. Okay, to the power of 2. Okay, now if we plug this into our calculator, guys, we'll get an answer. Okay, so Reggie's got an answer here straight away. Hello, Lady B. Welcome, Lady B. Oh, no worries, Nick. Yeah, no worries. Take care, my friend. Yeah, see you soon, hopefully. Okay, Reggie's quick here with an answer. Let's just double check. So what we're going to have 4,000 times by 1.04 squared. Okay, now I did it on here. I got 4,326 pounds and 40 pence. Okay, so that's the answer to question number 3. Compound interest. Okay, so yeah, does that make sense, guys? Yes, Reg. Yeah. So no. So that extra amount is that percentage. Yeah, obviously increasing it. So that four. Oops. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Oh, okay. So that extra amount was the amount that he was paid in those 2 years. Okay, does that answer your question, Reg? Okay, so what was your question? Do you do Corbett maths demonstrations? Yes, I tried to, Letha, yes. Yeah, guys, if you're new here, please drop us a follow, guys, if you can. No. So it's 4% of 4.5 grand. Then it's 4% of the new amount in the second year. Okay. No. Wait. Did I make a mistake then? Oh, sorry. Why did I type in 4,000? Sorry, it should be 4.5. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry about that, Reg. Reg. Well, right. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, I typed in 4K, not 4.5K. Okay, so it's 4,867. Okay, yeah, sorry about that, Reg. It's 4,867. There we go. Pounds 20 pence. Okay, there we go. Okay, okay. Right, let's move on. Okay, question number one. Okay, so calculate. Hello, Evan. Welcome. So calculate the mode from this frequency table. Okay, so mode means the most occurring, so the one that appears the most. So which number of goals appears the most? Is it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4? Drop in the chat. Is it 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4? Guys, if you're new here, okay, I've got one big ask here. Please drop us a follow. Okay, I'm trying to get to 10k followers, okay, as soon as possible. So drop us a follow, please, and obviously check out the videos on my page. Okay, so someone's got an answer. So hello, Ollie, welcome. So ZX think it's 0. So you registering 2 and 1. Okay, let's double check that. So Reg, one of your numbers are correct, but double check that. So remember, what does the word mode mean? Okay, I know I just said it. Hello, Martha, welcome. So the word mode means most occurring. So which number has the highest frequency? And that should ring some alarm bells. Okay, let's double check here. So number of goals, so 0 has got a frequency of 7, 1 has got a frequency of 8, 2 has got a frequency of 5, 3 has got a frequency of 2, and then 4 has got a frequency of 1. Okay, so which one has the highest one? That's going to be 8. So the answer, guys, is 1. Okay, because they've scored, 1 goals, okay, 8 times. So, obviously they've played, like a certain number of games, and in 8 games they scored 1 goal. Okay, they scored no goals in 7 games. They scored 5 goals in, they scored 5 goals, in 2 games. Wait, no, sorry, is that right? Yeah. And they scored 3 goals twice, and they had 1 goal 8 times, 2 goals 5 times, and 4 goals once. Okay. So okay. Question number 2. So BE is parallel to CD. EBC and EED are straight lines. EB equals 4 centimeters. BC equals 6 centimeters. And BE equals 5 centimeters. E equals 4.8. So calculate the length of CD. Okay, so this is what I call like similar shapes. Okay, so you got this big shape here. Okay, so this is appropriate for all the examples here for Excel, HA, and OCR. Okay, you got this small one, you got this big one. Oh, that's terrible. You got C, A, D. Okay, for this big one, you've got E, B, E. Okay, so we're asked to work out length of CD. Okay, so for AC, okay, the total length will be 4 plus 6, which will be 10. So AC's got a length of 10 centimeters. EB's got a length of 4 centimeters. Okay, and then AE's got a length of 4.8 centimeters. And then BE has got a length of 5 centimeters. Okay, so okay. Now, when it comes to similar shapes, guys, the key is to find what I call your appropriate scale factor maps one to the other. Okay, so to go from 4 to 10, I'm going to multiply by 2.5, okay, or 2.5. So to work out the length of CD, I'm going to multiply 5 by 2.5. So 5 lots of 2.5. Okay, so 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 0.5 will be 2.5. So that'll give us 12.5. So our answer, guys, will be 12.5 centimeters. Okay, this topic is looking at similar shapes involving scale factors. Okay, so that makes sense, guys. Are we happy with that question? Does that make sense? Any questions? Okay, so Red says, oh. Okay. Question number 3, guys. Solve the inequality 4x plus 1 is greater than 11. Okay. I'm going to subtract 1 on both sides. So we have 4x greater than 10. Okay, 11 minus 1 makes 10. And then divide it by 4. We have x is greater than 10 divided by 4, which is 2.5 or 2.5. Okay. So yeah, question 3 is solving a 2-step linear inequality. That question, Mick, yeah, I don't want to actually answer that. Okay, yeah, don't get involved in that. But yeah, I haven't got an opinion on that. Okay. Makes sense, guys? Are we happy with that? Any questions? Yeah, no worries, ZX, no worries. Okay, ZX, did that make sense? Yeah, question 2 and question 3. So question 2, yeah, it was a similar shapes problem. Okay, question 3 was solving a linear inequality. So question 3, I subtracted 1 on both sides and then divided by 4. Okay, because 4x means 4 times x. Okay, awesome. Okay. So yeah. Okay, let's move on then. Okay. So I'm getting a bit fast, guys. Yeah, I'm just conscious of time. Okay. So next question. What are the next 2 terms in the sequence 1, 3, 6, 10, 15? Next one and the next one. Okay. So so find out how much is going up by each time. Okay, awesome, Lisa, awesome. Okay, so Reg has got an answer. Okay, so that was quick, Reg. So from 1 to 3, how much do we add? From 3 to 6, how much do we add? From 6 to 10, how much do we add? And from 10 to 15, how much do we add? So we're going to add 2, then add 3, then add 4, then add 5. Then what's next? Okay. Well done, ZX. So we're now going to add 6. So 15 add 6 makes 21. Then we're going to do 21 plus 7 makes 28. Okay, good job. Okay, so this, guys, if you're actually wondering, so this is actually a sequence of triangular numbers. Okay, so it's not actually a quadratic, it's a Lisa. So this is actually this is actually a sequence for triangular numbers, okay? So you might have actually seen it here. So if you look like this, okay, so if you watch, so you might have one dot there, okay, and then you have 1, 2, 3, okay, so you got a little triangle here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's say 6, okay, okay. I might have drawn actually a bit wrong there. You get the idea of that. So we'd have, so it would look like this, sorry. Like that, there we go. So there we go, like that. Okay, so on and so forth. And that, yeah, is a sequence of a triangular number, okay? Right, next one, number 2, okay, so this one, yeah, look, now we got exact trig values, okay? So write down the exact value of cos 30, okay? So this is unfortunately best that should be like memorized. So cos 30, anyone know what that is? Okay, without your calculator here, anyone know? Okay, so you got a half for 3, okay, so I'm going to come back to 3 in a minute, okay, ZX, no. Okay, so cos 30, yeah, is actually just equal to root 3 over 2. Now, don't worry, guys, too much here, okay? Now, on TikTok here and on YouTube here, you type in how to memorize exact trig values. There's a guy here called My GCSE Maths, and also, yeah, a few others here, Hannah Kettle Maths, and a few others. Okay, maths for the mandem, yeah. But yeah, so watch a video on how to obviously memorize that. Okay, I think yeah, I've got one on my page somewhere from last year. But yeah, that topic here, unfortunately, just actually best like memorized. But there is like a little like finger trick to actually remember it. Yeah, so it's root 3 over 2. Okay, question number 3, guys. Okay, so there are 5 red pens, okay, 3 blue pens, and 2 green pens in a box. Gary takes one at random, okay, from the box and then gives the pen to his friend. Gary then takes another pen from the box. Work out the probability that both pens are the same color. Okay, so if I have, so let's say I'm going to take like 2 red. That'll be 5 out of 5 plus 3 is 8, plus 2 makes 10. I'm going to have that. Okay, so this is for red. And if I take out another red, I'm going to have times by 4 over 9. Okay, because once I've actually taken one, the outcome of here goes down by 1, plus the probability that, obviously I can take 2 blue pens, that'll be 3 out of 10. Times by 2 out of 9, okay, because it's not been replaced. Okay. Then plus, if I take green pen, that'll be 2/10 multiplied by 1 over 9, okay? So are we happy where these have come from, guys? Yeah, that makes sense. Yes, red, yes. Hello, Simon the Goat. Welcome, my friend. Welcome, Sam. Yeah, welcome, Simon. Hello, hello. So remember, taking 1 red out, so I'm going to have, obviously 4 red. Okay, out of a total, of 9. Yeah. Okay, so so that's going to be 20 90ths. This first one, 5 times 4 is 20, and then 10 times 9 is going to be 90. Plus 3 times 2 is 6, so that's going to be 6 90ths. And for this third one, 2 times 1 is 2. Okay, over 10 times 9, which is going to be 90. Okay, so we're going to have 2 90ths. When we add fractions here, we'll obviously add the numerators here, because I've got one denominator here. Okay, 20 plus 6 plus 2 makes 28 90ths. Okay. I can divide. Hello, Simon. Welcome, my friend. Yeah, welcome. Okay. I can divide top and bottom by 2, and I get 14 45ths. That, guys, is my final answer. Okay. Did that make sense, guys? Yeah. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Simon, for liking. Thank you, CSG, for liking it. Thank you for all the gifts, guys, as well. Thank you for the gifts tonight. Okay. Okay. ZX says yes. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So this topic here is called conditional probability. Okay. So yeah. So this is taking without replacement. Okay. And again, yeah, I've got some videos on that. Okay, if you're unsure. But yeah, obviously watch this playback tomorrow or the day after when I put it on YouTube. Okay. Right, we'll do how many more is there? Right, we'll do 2 more slides here. Okay, Reggie, no worries, Reggie, no worries. Okay, so question number 1. So look at the angle labeled X in the diagram. Okay, so what shape is this, guys? Yeah, is with Q. What type of shape is this? Okay, it's a 4-sided shape. So this is what I call a quadrilateral. Okay, look to make 360. Okay, so we're gonna have X plus 104 plus 76, so that's gonna be 180. So X plus 180 plus 53 has to equal 360. Okay, so we're gonna have X plus 53 equal to 180. Okay, so take 180 from both sides. Okay, equals 180. Subtract 50, that'll be 130. Subtract 3, so that's going to be X is going to equal to 127. Okay. That, guys, is our final answer. Okay. So angles here in a quadrilateral, guys, to make 360 degrees. Okay. Question number 2, guys. Yeah. So solving an equation with unknowns on both sides. So solve 3y plus 10 equals 5y plus 3. So I'm going to subtract 3y on both sides. Okay. So we're going to have 10 is equal to 2y plus 3. I'm going to take 3 from both sides. Okay, so I'm going to subtract 3 on both sides. 10 minus 3 makes 7. So I'm going to have 7 equals 2 lots of y, or 7 equals 2y. Okay, I don't want 2y, I just want y. So I'm going to divide by 2, get 7 halves, or 7 over 2, or 3.5. Okay, so y is equal to 3.5. Okay. Number 3, guys. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it a nap to this question. I think because it is getting quite late. Question number 3. So Stuart drives 180 kilometers in 2 hours and 15 minutes. Work out Stuart's average speed. Remember, from yesterday or day before. So speed is distance over time. So distance divided by time. So distance here is equal to 180 divided by 2.25. quarter because 50 minutes is a quarter of an hour. Okay, 15/60ths simplifies, yeah, to 2 1/4. If I work it out just quickly on my calculator, then I have 180 divided by 2 1/4. We get 80. So the answer will be 80 kilometers per hour. Okay, or equivalent. Okay, so equivalent in terms of our notation. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay. We'll do. I will skip this here because I think it's quite an easy one. We'll do these last three guys and then we'll call it a night. Okay. So question one: what type of correlation does the scatter graph below show? What could the two variables be? Okay. So what type of correlation is this? I'm not sure ZX. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, I'm gonna let you know. Yes, spot on ZX. Yes. Yeah, this is called a negative correlation. Okay. An example. Okay. Could be, for example, um, yeah, um, temperature. Then I don't know. Yeah, ice cream sales. Okay. Sorry. Um. Oh yeah. Um. Or what can it be? Um. It could be anything. Yeah. So yeah, just obviously have to think about that. Okay, question two: factorize x squared minus 49. So that's going to go into brackets here. So this is called the difference of two squares. So it's going to be x plus 7 by x minus 7. Okay, because 7 times minus 7 makes 49. And then 7 plus minus 7 goes to 0. Okay, so this is called this is a very, very special case. It's called difference of two squares. And it goes in like that. Sorry. Okay, number three. Okay, final year for tonight's live. Got 2, 3. So A's got vector 2, 3, and B's got vector 1, 5. Right as a column vector A plus B. So we're going to have 2, 3 plus 1, 5. Okay, so add the top components and then add the bottom components. So 2 plus 1 makes 3, and then 3 plus 5 makes 8. Okay, that, guys, is our final answer. No worries. Can you hear me now, Reg? Can you hear me, or is it? And that, guys, will conclude our final question of the evening. So thank you so much. Thank you for being here tonight. Okay, thank you for all the support, all the gifts. Okay, I appreciate it. Okay. But yeah, are there any last minute questions, guys, here before I go? Okay. I'll go back here to a few questions if we're unsure about any bits. Okay. No worries, no worries. Okay. But yeah, live tomorrow, guys. Yeah, I'm going to let you know. But yeah, I'll let you know. Awesome ZX. Yeah, no worries. Awesome, awesome. Okay, yeah. So these are the questions from today. So yeah, just to quickly go over them, okay, in case anyone missed any bits. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you all very soon. Okay, good night. Okay, and good luck. Yeah, first day tomorrow, okay? I'll see you all very soon, okay? Bye for now.